This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so Jira Cloud installations and the cloud installations, there is no versions. Like it will be always work as a latest version. So just we need to set up in the browser's level through one email ID and we need to enter the URL so that it will be configured. The complete backend work, it will be maintained by Atlassian company only. So you can access from anywhere, like your personal computer or your internet center. So anywhere you can open it. And coming to into Jira server, we have a versions here first. So how we need to check versions? So first go to browsers, enter Jira software download, and this is a site atlassian.com software Jira download. So click on here, and here you can see a long-term support is a standard release and this is the latest version. So what is the latest version? It is 8.14.1. And if you want to see the older version, and click on this older version option, and here you can see all before versions list that down. So it is all 7 versions or it is all 8 versions. You can see in each versions we have subversion as well. Example 8.13, in that we have 8.13.1 and 18.13.2 and 13.3, 13.0 is the 12 as well. We have subversions, 11 subversion we have. So you can install any versions. Okay, so we can install any versions, and I will choose 8.13.3. Okay, so this I will choose it. Okay, so we'll install today 8.13.3. So first I need to decide a version that I decided 8.13.3. Okay, so next step, here we have some thing like decide a version 8.13.3. With these version supported platforms we need to verify. Okay, so to install Jira in your laptop, so we have some pre-requirements. So what is the requirement? We'll see first. Okay, 8.13.3 supported platforms. So how we need to verify this? Same, just open browsers, just enter. So by default here right side you can have a chance to select your version history. So 8.13, so 8.13.3, but the subversion all 8.13 all is, like supported platform are same. Like example 8.13.1, 13.2, 13.3 is the same. So coming to this major level only is a difference, 8.12, 8.14 like this. So here same we have 8.13 only. In the 8.13 if you install anything, that all supported platforms are same. Okay, first what we need here. Okay, so here Java. So before install Jira in your system, you must have a Java installed in your computer. So what versions? Maybe Java 8 or 11. So these two will be support, and one is a Oracle Java and one is a OpenJDK. So Oracle means which you downloaded from Oracle website. It is a company standard one, and you can get it from any other third party sites as well. So like Guru 99 or OpenJDK. Some we have a different OpenJDK website. So free version these. You can install anything. And the next, what is the operating system will be support. So once you install the Jira in your system, you have to log in through, you have to access that application through browsers only, so that which browsers will be support. And the next, this is the also browser, desktop browsers, and this is operating system, and this is the browsers history. And the next is a very important, we need one database to store the data. So what project you created, what data is created in Jira, the same should be stored in the database. So without database, the Jira will not work. So we should install this database too. Okay, but here we have PostgreSQL. This version will be support or MySQL and Oracle, and this all we have. But if you don't have any standard database, like is a top one, Jira will be installed one database called H2 database. Okay, so this evaluation purpose only. Okay, so we can go with this H2 database as well. So if you want to install, and next we have some hardware requirements here. So, and what hardware we need here, and what visualization application server. So these all by default it will become, so don't worry about this all. And first things we need here, Java installation. But like this database as well, if you are not install this, and we can see these options too. Okay, so H2 database, with help of H2 database as well, so we can install this. Okay, and what I'll do first, I'll install the Java. So this is mandatory. So how we need to check and how we need to install Java in your system? Okay, second steps, check supported platform and install supported platforms. Okay, so what we need to install first, Java. Open this command prompt first and enter Java space hyphen version. Okay, so this Java is not there, is normally, so like the latest version is 12. So this is OpenJDK version 12. This release one it comes, but there is no Java install in my computer. So if you can verify that in your C and the program files place as well. So this is the OpenJDK. This is having in my system, but I will install the standard database. So to install the standard Java, to install that Java, so just enter JDK 8 download. And the next you can see here, one is Oracle website, oracle.com Java technologies. And if you see, we have oracle.com or OpenLogic or Guru 99. So this is OpenJDK, and here we have a Oracle one. So I just click on Oracle one. Below you can see here the platforms. So mine is Windows 64. This is the one, 166 MB, and you just click on this one and accept this license agreement and then click on download. But when you click on this download, it will directly will not download. Why? So this is Oracle one. When you are planning to, when you are looking to download, so it will be download through one username and password. You have to enter one Oracle account information. If you don't have any account, so below you can see create account. Okay, so click on this create account, and this information you have to fill here, like your email address and password, and retype password, country, name, job title, or anything you can enter, or else you can enter test as well. Okay, so work phone number you can enter your phone number, and company name you can enter anything. Okay, address you can enter the test. So everything will be is a like dummy information you can provide it, but this mail ID and password should be same. When you click on create account, you will get one verification link into this email ID. Once you verify this email ID and password, you need to enter here. Okay, and once you enter, once this email ID is a verification is done, so then you can, when you enter that mail ID and password here, it will be accepted because of already I have account. Okay, so if I think you don't have account as of now, so just create account here. Once create the account, and you will get not verification email to your email ID. Then you can accept verify that email. Then you can enter the username and password here. When you click on sign in, this it will not go to any other place. Just it will be automatically download into your place. You can see in the left side down, it is downloading. So just account we need, and when you enter it, it will come like sign in option only, but it will not go to any other page, but directly it will be downloaded. Okay, so this is the one, and once it is download, so we need to install this. Okay, so this installation is done. So once it is downloaded, download file download is completed, then we need to run this. Okay, so anything you have to click on run as a administrator and click on this run as a administrator. Okay, so when you click installations, this two is coming. Okay. Okay, so once you click on that run as an administrator, this page will become. So in this page, you can see two options. One is update license agreement and accept Oracle that Java information. This all, and once you here you need to click on next, and next this preparation installation will come. In this page, by default, the development tool option will become, and don't change anything here. And the next in below you can see installation path. So here is installation path, program files, Java and JDK. And if you want to change installation path, just click on here and change it. And if you don't want to change anything, and just click on next. Okay, so I'm not going to change anything. So this is my default path, and then click on next. Okay, so this page is very important. So before, like in the Java, we have a two things. One is a JDK and one is a JRE. Okay, so here you can see JDK is a Java development kit, and we have JRE as well, Jira Runtime Enrollment. So we need to install these two. We need to install. Okay, so I just downloaded JDK only. Here you can see JDK, but again I need to go and I need to like install the JRE as well. So where I enter JDK, so I need to enter JRE and 8 download. So when I click on this runtime enrollment, and the same Windows 64, this is JRE. Okay, so I need to click on this, I need to run this. But in the latest these 8 versions, when you install this JDK, when you download this JDK, within this JDK only the JRE is inbuilt it. Okay, so once JDK installation is completed, then automatically this page will become, click change to install Java to different folder, install to this program file Java JRE. And if you want to install JRE as well, so this option it will automatically come. Is the end of the JDK installation. Okay, so if you want to install JRE as well, then click on next here. Okay, so that JRE as well will be installed. So this just to avoiding again to download this JRE software to install. Okay, so just you can install. When you install JDK, the JRE will become. So in case in your system this JRE will not come, you have to download the JRE again and you have to install it. Okay. Okay, so once installation successfully is done, if you click on this next step, one documentation will be open. If you don't want to see the documentation, then click on close here. And now you can go and see folder. And if I verify in my program files, and so here I can see Java. So in Java, I can see JDK and JRE. These two should be there. So in a JDK, this is my JDK Java development kit folder. This is JRE place. Okay. Now if I open command prompt, just enter Java hyphen version. So this is my Java version. Java version 1.80 to 81, and next once you install the Java like Java, and we need to set Java path set. Okay. What is a Java path set? So where you install these Java, these all uh, like this runtime, these commands will be work into this bin folder only. So if you want to do anything, you have to come to this folder and you have to run it. But instead of to come to this place always, if you provide this URL into this in a path place, in the computer path place, these these files will be run in the anywhere in your system. Okay, so where we'll set Java path, just open your C folder, this place, right click, go to properties. So you can see here the computer properties and what memory and what system we have. Left side you can see advanced system settings, click on that. Next is a system environment variable, you can see, click on that. And you can see here two variables, one is a system variable and user variable. You can set up anywhere, and if you want to set up here you can set up, or else if you want to set up in the system variable you can. But normally if you are logging into your local system, you can see your only one user variable. But in the organization level, in the servers, many people can log in into servers, we can create multiple users and we can enter into. But only I want to be set the Java path into particular user only, so that time so they will set up the path into only particular user. So when the user is logged in, that time only the for that user only it will be work. But if you like put it in the system variable, so it will be work in the system variable. If any person is logging in anywhere, it will be work. Okay, you can set up in a system variable, so that is fine. And here first you have to check already Java path option is there or not. If not there, you have to click on new. But if already path is there, you have to use that path. Okay, and you can select directly path, or else we have a Java home as well, so we can select that. So I don't have any Java home, so first I will select Java home, click on new. Okay, so this variable I need to enter C program files, Java. So up to JDK I need to copy here. So this is my JDK, so Java home. So enter, then click on OK. So I set up Java home. Next, Java path. So you can see path option. Okay, so if you see already, you can click on path and click on edit. If path is already not there, and you just go to new option. Okay, so here when you are in this place, just click on new and you have to enter here up to bin, you have to enter. Okay, so JDK up to bin, and you enter. So, okay, and next click on again, click on edit. You have to enter up to JRE as well. So it's the same Java JRE, it's also bin folder. Okay, select this, copy, enter, click on OK, then OK, and again OK. Now you can verify Java C. This all commands will come. So when this all commands it will come, the Java path set also is completed. So this two is done, Java installation and Java path set. So Java path set is very easy, and if you enter in any browser level or if you see some videos in a Google as well, so you can easily find out how to set Java path set. Okay. Okay. So here I'm not going to install database, or else we'll install the database, no problem. And after Java installations, in the below you can see different databases. You can install any databases, and but everything I'll not cover here. So I'll choose PostgreSQL. The PostgreSQL I can see PostgreSQL 11 or PostgreSQL 10 or PostgreSQL 9.6. So these three will be support for my current version what I'm using 8.13. So for 8.13 these three will be support. Okay, so I'll go with PostgreSQL 10 versions. Okay, and suppose it will be support is a middle of one, it's not latest or it is not least. And to install this PostgreSQL, open browser and enter same PostgreSQL download, and then click on this first option postgresql.org download option. And when you click on this, and you can have a option to select your computer system or like operating system, and select your operating system. So I'll select it Windows. And once you selected this, in the top place you can see download the installer one. So click on this, so directly this page will be open. So from here you can download the software. So I'll provide this link as well directly. You just go to this page, and here what I need a 10 versions. So I have here 10 versions, and in the 10 version this is Linux 64, Linux, Mac, Windows 64. So have I need to install this. So 10 versions, and this x-axis y-axis type you need to select the versions and your operating system. So my operating system and version, so it will be match here. So click on here download, and there is no account required here, so it will be automatically download in your system once you click on that. So it is started already. And same, once installation is done and you have to run this, just double click this or select as a run as select run as a administrator, so anything is fine. And if you are good with any other uh, database as well, or else MySQL or Oracle or Microsoft SQL Server, so if you are good with anything, you can set up that. And installation only is a different, but to configure with Jira is the same process. Okay, when you run this PostgreSQL, first one a visualization C++ will be installed that backend. So then this setup process will become. So in the setup process, you have to click on next here so that the visual process will be start. And the next install, you have to select the installation directory. So where you can see this installation directory. So installation directory is a program files Postgres 10. So this is my installation directory. If you click on next, so these select the components. So by default this 4 will be set and don't change anything here. Then click on next again, and the next page the data directory will come. It means like installation folder and data folder, and based on the installation folder this software will be work. And if any data will be stored in the database, the same will be stored into this place, like the same program files PostgreSQL 10 data. This folder the complete data will be saved it. So I'm not going to change anything, and then click on next, and you have to enter password here. And for username is Postgres. So this is super user access. The database is by default this is the username Postgres. For this username we need to enter password, so just enter any password, then click on next. And by default the port number is 5432, and I'm not going to change anything, then click on next. And here some database cluster will become, so we are not doing any cluster as of now, so just leave it as a default local and then click on next. So this is completely the final step. So what is the directories and what is the port number, what is the username, so all this will come to this place. And once you are okay with this all step, click on next, and setup is ready to install PostgreSQL on your computer. Yes, click on next. So this installation is happening. and it will be take some more times, and we need to wait it. And normally before the error come, that should not come. So, but for me it is coming. I don't know why. And we'll see how it installed. Okay, so once installation is done, then click on finish. And when you click on the finish, and again one but normally one another page should be come. So in that page, and you have to cancel, that is not required, that is a stack builder. So but and this is also fine. So once this install like this, and you have to verify the whether the Postgres SQL is installed or not. So Postgres SQL, and here Postgres SQL 10, and this is my bin folder, and in that same I have a data folder. So here data is folder is empty because of still it is not stored any data, and this is installation directory. So this one, and if you want to open this, just open this in search place, just enter pgadmin4, and when you enter this will come, or else in the same installation folder you have to see this pgadmin4. If you open this, and you can see the bin, so in the bin you can see pgadmin4, and these we need to run it. So if you don't want to come this directory, and you just type that into your search place pgadmin4, then you can enter this, so that this admin page will be open in the browser level, and we can see the complete data, and we can run the query into everything into this once this database will be open. So and when you run that pgadmin4, the in a few minutes that will be open in the browser level. So here you need to enter the password, and while installing, and for Postgres username, what password you enter, the password we need to enter here. Then click on OK. So this is login, but in the left side you can see the server. If you click on this, this is different server. Okay, so this will be open here, and once database is configured with your data like Jira, so that data will be stored. So that time, so we can see many things here, and so this is Postgres SQL installations, and once this Postgres SQL installation is done, and we have to download the Jira. So open browser and the same place, and just what version we decided, 8.13.3. So just click on here download, and next is a choose operating system, and mine is Windows 64. Select this and agree the license one, and then click on submit. So then it will be downloaded. And okay guys, and up to these database installations, and you can do in your system too, same the Java installations and Java parset and database installation, and these three things you can do it. And from tomorrow, and we have two steps. One is a Jira installation and Jira setup. So these two will discuss tomorrow class. Okay, and I will send you this recording section and notes as well, so you can go through that and install the same database. Okay. So from tomorrow, we'll run this and we'll install this and we'll set up the Jira, and we'll see how it open, how it will be run. Okay.